Friends, welcome to Instant Education. Today we will be starting a new chapter of NCERT class 10, that is chemical reaction and equation. So in this chapter we will be going step by step. First we'll have a basic understanding of what this chapter will include. Next we will be going line by line so as to what all is covered in the chapter. And third, your doubts as mentioned in the comment sections if any. Okay, first I'll give an overview about what is all given in the chapter. So chemical reaction and equation. What do we understand by chemical reaction? It is nothing but any uh, process happening between two substances can be classified as chemical reactions. And when we want to study something about any reaction or any process or any phenomena, we must have some data. We must have something to record, or we must have some proof to justify what all how chemical reactions occur and what are the results. So for that, it is imperative on us to write down the equation of the chemical reactions. Okay, so in this chapter we'll be performing different activities in the activity box, or in your school, in your science lab. Now coming to the chemical equations, how do these chemical equations look like? It is nothing but on the left side here, these are chemical reactants, and here these are all products. Okay, it is also mentioned here magnesium plus oxygen, they react with each other and magnesium oxide is formed. Okay, so in this case we'll be writing down the reactants which react with each other and what the products do they form. We will have basic understanding of all this. Now uh, we have mentioned here that magnesium plus oxygen, that will make magnesium oxide. But when we write down the equation, we have certain symbols which are recognized internationally by IUPAC. That is nothing but the internationally the symbols governing body in chemistry. Okay, so they authorize particular symbol to be used by used for particular element. So likewise for magnesium, we have adopted the symbol as Mg, and O2 for oxygen. Since oxygen atom doesn't exist in a singular form, we have written it as O2, that is oxygen twice. Now there is one more law which is followed when chemical reactions are written or chemical equation is written. What is that law? That is nothing but law of conservation of mass. So that law of conservation of mass says that the mass of the reactants will be equal to the mass of the products. So this is what makes imperative on us to balance the chemical equations. Okay, so going further, we'll be learning different steps how to write down and how to balance the chemical equations when we go word by word and line by line in this chapter. Okay, don't worry as of now, because I am giving just the overview that what we will be studying in this chapter. So don't worry if I am scrolling it little faster. Okay, this chapter we will also be studying the type of chemical reactions that occur. One of them is chemical combination reaction. In combination reaction, suppose if you take Na and if you take chlorine, that is sodium and chlorine, when you mix them or when you react both with each other, they form NaCl, that is nothing but sodium chloride. Here the example which is given is calcium oxide solid plus hydrogen plus H2O, that is nothing but water. This is calcium oxide and this is H2O. Those both of them combine and they make CaOH twice, that is nothing but slaked lime. Okay, now coming to next part, We will be studying one more type of chemical reaction is a decomposition reaction, in which there is a fragmentation or crystallization of the element or the substances, to which substance give these kind of characteristics. That chemical reaction is called what? Decomposition reaction. Okay. The example for this is ferrous sulfate. When it is heat treated or when it is given a heat, it turns into ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide as a gases or in a gaseous form. Okay. So these experiments we will be performing in the lab. That is a practical section. Okay. Now, as we go further, we will be studying one more type of reaction, that is nothing but displacement reaction. You all must have seen lead acid batteries. Those are put in the toys or in the watch or at any other place, in remote, or your inverter batteries, in car batteries, in bike batteries. What do we see? They have got two different electrodes, wherein the ions from one electrode goes on or displaces to the other electrode. One is positive, one is negative. You must have heard. So in these the displacement of ions occur. Here in our book, the example of nails dipped into copper sulfate solution is given, wherein the nails get deteriorated and those get transferred to copper sulfate solution. This will be seeing in detail once we study the chapter line by line. Next comes the double displacement reaction, in which the different substances, for example, which is given here, is formation of barium sulfate and sodium chloride. From sodium sulfate and barium chloride, the ions from both Na2SO4 and BaCl2, those will get transferred to, it will be transferred here and it will be transferred here. So this is how the combinations take place. Okay. Next comes the oxidation and the reduction. The oxidation and the reduction are the two very important process, wherein oxidation is called where oxygen is added to any substance or any metal. Okay. When oxygen is taken out, it is called the reduction process. Okay. It is also mentioned here is because the oxygen is added to the copper and copper oxide is formed. Okay. Now, as I had already mentioned, the effects of oxidation reaction in everyday life is nothing but what causes it? Corrosion. Okay. And it also comes with the rancidity. Rancidity will be studying when we go line by line into the chapter. Okay. So this was all from from my side regarding this chapter. And before we start word by word explanation, let me make you very clear. The students which feel that the chemistry is a tough subject, please take it out from your mind. It is one of the easiest subjects among all the subjects. Okay. So just a little bit of concentration and little bit of interest will make this subject very easy and very easy to grasp and easy to understand. That is why I am here, to explain each and every point in detail in a very simplified manner. Okay. So be worry free. Just follow the videos. In next video, I'll be explaining each word of the chapter and I will be explaining each reaction of the chapter. So stay connected, keep learning. Thank you so much.